Yo, what's up? It's been a long time. KBBT, not so long for the KFL, man. Awesome year. Glad it's wrapped up, man. It's getting ready to go in the winter season. Some of y'all put your yaks away. Some of y'all got their hunting equipment out and all that stuff. But some of us are still got there fishing. And I'll tell you what, man, right here, man, the Potomac River, I'll tell you, it's fishing the best I've ever seen it. In about five to 6 years, something like that. It's been unbelievable. So, and the fish are stacked in, the baits in there, man, and a lot of guys in the north still be able to fish. So, ice in is not in for another 2 months or so. So, we're going to do a month-long tournament starting November 21st, going through just before Christmas, and we're going to do something kind of fun, man. Something that's unique, something we do actually do a lot in golf. When we do tournaments and stuff, but I'm kind of mixing that together. But we're going to do what's called a Calcutta, and I'll explain in Calcutta what it is. Calcutta, it means basically you're going to be bidding on an angler, right? So we're going to start bids at $40 to enter this tournament. And you bid it up like eBay, just like you bid it up. Me and Blake are going to be doing an auction. What we're going to do is take the angler list. If you go to Tourney X, right, type in KBBT slot, should pop right up. It doesn't cost you a thing to get into it until we do the bids. So you just get signed up and just enter that. And it's just a month-long tournament, right? So anybody from the South, anybody from the North can do it. Anybody from the KFL teams, anybody from the KBBT, whoever's participating in any of those can fish this. And so what it is, it's a slot tournament, right? So there's no difference between the North and South. Everybody can kind of participate. Even the guys are fishing colder weather. Smallmouth should be still biting up there. Some pretty good big smallmouth should be still biting anyway. So what we're going to do, we set the slot between no less than 16 inches and no more than 20 and a half inches. And obviously it's a month long. It's your best five. Your goal is to get as many fish close to that 20 and a half as possible. Now, look, here's how we're going to do it. The way these slot tournaments work is there's a lot of funny business when it comes to slot tournaments. Sometimes they'll take like 21-inch fish and they'll fan the tail and try to get to that mark. You have to have a pinched closed tail, right? As long as the tail is closed and it's not fanned out, a pinched closed tail is what we're looking for in terms of the 20 and a half max, right? It's kind of like no different from how, game wardens will measure fish. It makes sure it's legal, right? So make sure that you have a pitch closed tail. It's not fanned out. And that max is going to be 20 and a half inches. And then obviously 16 is the same situation. You want to make sure you get that thing to 16. So the way it's going to work, it's basically the person that comes to that closest slot will wind up winning this tournament. Now, here's how the Calcutta works. Calcutta is a lot of fun. And right before the tournament, we're going to announce the auction bid date, right? Everybody gets online, and anybody can bid on an angler, right? So the minimum amount to get in is $40, right? And so what happens is somebody bids. Let's say somebody bids on, I don't know, Matt Vogt signed up, right? If I bid on Matt, okay, so the starting bid starts at 40, right? Dwayne can bid 50. Somebody else, Blake, can bid 60. Keith can bid 70, 80, and it just bids up, right? Whatever that final bid is what the entry fee is for that angler, right? So if it bids up to $100, right? If Conrad gets in it, his minimum bid starts at 40. He could bid up to, let's say, $120, right? Well, what happens is you and that angler who you bid it on splits the entry fee, right? So if it's $100, if I bid on Matt, I win Matt, and the bid's $100. What happens is Matt pays 50, I pay 50. Okay, so the total entry for Matt is $100, and then we keep doing it as all the anglers bid out. Now, if an angler doesn't get bid, okay, the minimum bid's $40. That means his entry is $40, right? Now, here's the deal: he pays that entry fee, and if he wins, he keeps the pot, right? So what you do is it depends on how big the pot is. It depends on how many anglers that we have. But listen, guys, I'm telling you, in golf, I'm not joking. I'm not joking when I say this. When we have golfers, we go down to Pinehurst, and we'll have these Calcuttas, and we'll bid this pot up. It's hilarious, but I'm kidding. I'm not joking. The last pot we had at Pinehurst was $12,400. That's how big this freaking pot got to be, because I mean the bidding process is just out of this world. So what you do is again, it's a month-long contest, and then we'll get on, we'll bid, we'll have an auction for the anglers, and then and then the pot is what the pot is at the end of the auction, right? And so again, it depends after the pot is determined, how many anglers that we have will determine the payouts. And here's what happens. If it's a big pot, let's say there's $3,000 in the pot when it's all said and done. We might pay just first and second, right? So the first guy will win 70% of that's $2,100. The second guy, the second place winner will win whatever that amount is, like $900, right? So what happens is the angler and the bidder will split the pot, right? So if an angler and that bidder win, let's say $2,100, they'll split that 50-50, okay? And so the bidder wins money on the angler, and the angler wins money on himself, and vice versa. And that angler also can have an opportunity to win money on somebody else, right? So if somebody else winds up winning the pot, and you're fishing, you didn't do too well, but your angler that you bid won, man, you can win money that way too. So it's a lot of freaking fun. I promise you, it's just fun. It's like a little auction thing. It's just a lot of fun. And plus you get to go fish, man. And again, we made it even so that the slot tournament is there. So it is a ton of fun. Everything's on Tourney X. Best 5 fish for the month. And we'll just go on from there. But I promise you guys, it's just a heck of a lot of fun. We'll kind of do updates throughout the month. We'll check out the leaderboard. We'll get some of these guys on. Well, if you're fishing, if you want to throw some GoPro content on there, or if you're fishing on Saturday, we might even get on there and see how you're doing throughout. And anyway, it's just kind of a little fun, get you out there. We have a little cold front coming through, obviously, here on the East Coast, but man, things were coming up and down, and as things warm up and cool down and stuff like that. So it's great. Here's the deal. Public water only, right? Public water only, no private ponds or anything like that. Again, you want to shoot for that slot to 20.5 inches max. And again, the whole goal is to get to 20.5 inches for 5 fish. Now, here's the deal. If we have a tie, and let's say, there's 2 people that get 5 fish at 20.5 inches, which is pretty difficult to do. But if that's the case, then whoever first gets to that level wins that tournament, okay? So wins the slot tournament. So whoever gets there first will wind up getting that prize. So, we'll wind up getting that prize. So anyway, we'll announce all the winners as we go along. Again, it ends right before Christmas. I think it's on like December 22nd is when it ends. It's a 30-day tournament. Again, a lot of fun. Hope you join it, man. Get signed up. Again, don't go to Tourney X. Get signed up, and I hope you enjoy yourself with it. But if you have any questions, let me know. Message me and all that stuff. But again, just kind of keep it out there. So those who not put our yaks up yet, I hope you just join us, and let's have some fun, man. Guys, if I don't talk to you between now and then, take care. Be safe out there. Catch some fish, man. The fish are still biting. Let's go. All right, y'all. Take care.